So, I just finished my therapy session with Laura today, and I told her about what had happened over the past 2 weeks, including my stint where I ran out of the house. And she actually applauded me doing that and doing the self-care, instead of criticizing me of, you didn't need to do that, blah, blah, blah. It's like you did what you had to do to survive the situation you were in. So, self-care is a necessary thing that I need to continue to do because I can't change my mom. I can't change my dad. The only person I can change is me. And the only way I can do that is by taking care of me. And I have this horrible problem of putting myself last instead of first, because that's what was drilled into me since I was little, is if you focus on yourself too much, you're selfish, and selfish is bad. So, sorry, just moving a piece of paper that might have personal info on it, so, but, just the idea of if I'm selfish, I'm bad, and if I focus on myself or ask, what about me, that's bad, and no, it's not. Paying attention to how a situation is affecting me and pulling back when I know I can't handle it, that's something I need to do more, because my tendency is to just go head first in, even when I know I can't handle it. And, right after my birthday, my dad pooped on himself in his bed, and luckily it was all contained because he wears like a diaper and a pirouette catheter, and the diaper's to catch the leaks but also in case he does poop, and he's on Chuck's pads, so nothing got on the actual bed. It was all on the disposable stuff we could throw away. But I'm very squeamish about poop, fecal matter, shit, whatever you want to call it. And my mom knows this, but she called me in to help because we didn't have anybody there. It was at 10 o'clock at night, and I had to help her roll him because he would not roll. And he hit me. He tried to hit me in the face, but he missed and he got my shoulder. And, I threatened him with, if you do that again, I'll break your face, kind of a thing. But I didn't, because he didn't try again. But he did it because I tossed the TV remote off of the bed, and it hit the table, and then it hit the door, and it hit the floor, and it made a noise, and he just got mad at me for it. I was either pick it up or let it fall in the poop because it was sliding that way, and it was going to go right into the mess he'd made. So I'm trying not to throw up in the smell, and my mom's trying to get him changed, and she knows that I'm suffering and gagging, and like I am, like, audibly gagging like that, like I can't control it. And, she did kind of yell at me to stop it, but I'm like, I can't, how I am with poop. And I'm just trying to not look at the mess. And we got done, and then we had to flip Dad over onto his other side, which he was uncooperative, and so we had to force the issue so she could get the diaper under him. And the diaper ripped, and that's when I went into a trauma reaction. And I went in my room and I screamed and I screamed, and I did the stop exercise several times, trying to pull myself out of this. Like she was trying to eject out of his aircraft when he's flying straight at Godzilla's face in Godzilla -1. I didn't want to be frozen in place with this giant monster bearing down on me. I needed to get away from it. I need to get away from my trauma part. This guy. Because he was on the move. He was rampaging. He was pissed. So I stayed up until 2 in the morning watching YouTube videos until one of them finally made me laugh. And then I went to bed. And, Laura told me that the fact that you didn't hit your dad back shows that you're capable of thinking twice. And he's not. So that makes you better than him. As much as you don't think so, you're better than him. Because I told her, if he does it again, I'm probably going to hit him back. And she's like, no, you won't, because you're better than that. And we'll have to see. I hope he doesn't ever hit me again, because if he does that again, I don't know what I'm going to do. But it's kind of the trap of, oh, but he's a disabled man. That doesn't give him the excuse to assault people. Because that's what it was. You know, it didn't do harm, but it was still assault. And kind of wish I'd pressed charges, but nobody believed me. So I'm not gonna. Excuse me. Sorry, I got gunk in my throat. And then there's the whole I ran away from home for a bit, which is already on here. But the point is that I've got to continue to do better self-care. I can't just put it aside until there's a better time for it. I have to do it in the moment when I need it. I can't just hold it off. If I need to do it, and if I need to stop and get out of a situation and do it, I have to do it. I can't just wait until it's convenient for everybody else, because that's my problem. When I feel like it's inconvenient, I feel like I'm not allowed to do it. And it's like, no, be a fucking inconvenience. It's your life. And I mean that to you too. Not just me. It's your fucking life. Be inconvenient and take care of yourself. If it's really that much of an emergency, they can handle it. And if they won't handle it, it's not your fault that you had to step back and take care of yourself. Because someone has to, and if they're not gonna, you have to. You have to take care of you. Because if nobody's got your back but you gotta have your own back. You just gotta. But she did say she was proud of me for acting to preserve myself rather than harm myself. So that is a win. So even though it felt like a loss, it really was a win. So there's that. I'm really tired because it's been hard work. It's been hard work. Getting through trauma is not easy. It's a pain in the ass. It sucks. It's soul destroying sometimes, but you gotta take those broken pieces and build something better. That's all you can do. Just keep building on what you're accomplishing. Build on what you accomplished, no matter how small. Build. Don't tear down, build. Okay? I love you. Remember, build.